Hello, hello everybody. Happy Thursday to all of y'all. How's it going, Mr. DNA? Hello, Zelix. The Isla Cruz, yeah, lucking out on that EU-friendly stream. Got a busy evening planned, so it's going to be a relatively short and early stream today. Yeah, Ursa alongside Broken Ace, Ivy Blade, Tom, Epona. Yeah, Failey. Jedido Janin was gonna make a joke about pirates, but we need to keep that R number down. Gloriousness. Hey, Dimitri. Early Thursday FTL stream. Yep. It's a blue moon, must be. How's it going, Striker Ninja? You want to be a crew member? Let's see, what, I wanted to play the, I think, Kestrel B here today. I did unlock for myself the B variants that we hadn't gotten yet. Didn't feel like going achievement hunting. And I just want to probably work towards getting a win with every ship variant, because it has been a long time since I've done that. Still lots of C variants we haven't gotten yet. Let's, yeah, let's do a run with the Kestrel B. This is a pretty early unlock most folks get, and it's a dang strong ship. It's got a diverse array of crew to start, 4 different crew members, and a quad basic laser starting weapon setup, which is a really powerful starting array of weapons, as well as 4 points of power dedicated to those guns at the start, which is quite a lot. So you start in a really good spot with this ship. So if you'd like to be a crew member, you can do that through the channel points. Open that up right now for our first set of crew. Well, he's on his favorite ship. It's definitely a fun one. Definitely a very fun one. Zelix managed to get in there. Very nice. Welcome aboard. Token crew member Aliva, welcome aboard. And of course, Dingus the Mantis, who can forget? Starting out on hard as usual, our quest will be steal the supplies of every civilian and pick a fight with every shady weapons dealer in the galaxy so that we can save the world from a giant ship or something? Not really sure. But the point is, we need scrap, and we're going to work on getting it. I tend to like having Zoltan's Zoltan's stay in the engine room. You pretty much always want 1 point of power in engines. We'll put the human in weapons, Mantis in shields? Maybe we want a Mantis pilot. We want the Mantis able to fend off borders, I think. So what other oddities does this ship have? I don't think it has any dramatic weaknesses to it. Just good, you know, standard amount of shield and engines. It's got a med bay, it's got an O2 bay. Basic value on all the subsystems, a reasonable amount of power, and upgraded weapons. It's just an all-around solid start. Olivia, sorry. Missed a little bit of a letter there. Excuse me. Here we go. Getting a couple of new monitors for myself pretty soon. Ever since I moved into the comfy chair, my standard monitor is a little bit smaller than necessary for the for the task at hand. So I should have those this weekend. Very excited. Got a decent-sized nebula here in Sector 1. Let's just jump around. We'll be totally fine if we end up picking a fight with somebody. As this ship is great. Bought a small rebel ship nearby that's been refitted for transport rather than combat. This is one of those events where you'll get a bonus reward if you can kill the crew, which is highly unlikely, but we can try. They're going to try to get away. So they've got a basic laser and a combat drone. And they're charging FTL. I don't think I'm going to try to... to get a crew kill here. We just want to disable their engines, disable their drone, and we'll be safe. I'm I'm upgrading to 4K displays, so I upgraded to 27-inch with 4K resolution. Couple of I forget which brand I went with. HP maybe. But was pretty excited about that. So we're gonna put 2 shots into engines, 2 shots into drones here. These basic lasers have a 10-second charge time, which is pretty nice. They'll usually charge up pretty quick at the start of combat, letting you dish out some serious damage. 2 shots into piloting, 2 shots into engines. We want to make sure they don't go anywhere. To bar. We searched the ship and discovered that its cargo was new military-grade weaponry, and it was somehow undamaged in the fight. It can be easily mounted on the ship, so we got lucky. You only have a very small chance to get the actual cargo if you blow the ship up, but we totally did. 14 scrap and the small bomb, which is a nice little weapon. To accompany larger weapons array. Only 1 power. Takes a missile to use, teleports through enemy shields, and does 2 points of system damage, but no hull damage. So it's a nice way to disable shields or other systems on ships when you can't get through the shield. We'll keep it in reserve. We don't want to give up one of our 4 basic lasers at the moment. And we don't have very many missiles. Exploring. Oh dear. So, hacking, beam drone, where we're gonna hack. One of the advantages, by the way, of the 4 basic laser setup of the Kestrel B is that your weapons crew member will level up their experience very, very, very quickly. So you'll rapidly max out their rank and have a 20% reduction in your charge time, which is so nice. Okay, we're hacking the engines. That'll turn off our evasion, but that's not too important. Might take a hit here from the beam drone. Oh, no, not if we destroy it. Rip beam drone. Got him. We got him. Oops. Just to fire all my guns at the same time. There we go. Shields now. Ship repeatedly hails us. Looks like they want to surrender. It's a reasonable surrender offer. Fuel a drone part, 10 scrap. Let's see what we get from destroying them. I suspect it'll be better. On the order of like 12 scrap and 1 fuel. It's not necessarily better, is it? Huh. Well, I called the 12 scrap. We also randomly get an ion charger, so that's pretty cool. That's 2 weapons in 2 jumps, which is a pretty good start to a run of FTL. Ironically enough, though, our ship is not, you know, since this ship starts with 4 guns already, it's not well equipped to actually use these. Yeah, Despot. But they'll be great, great to sell in a store. Ion Charger is a really good ion weapon. 2 power, it can fire an ion shot every 6 seconds. Evolving Monkey. Today is an early start. You'll usually see me live at this hour on Saturdays. But I'm live early today because I've got plans for the evening. Which I didn't do a great job of announcing ahead of time. But oh well. Always next time to do better. Another combat. We're getting really lucky here. Nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools and they tried to shut down our engines. So in this event we get put into a combat and one of our engine bars are hacked here. I shut down their weapons. This fire drone won't do anything to us if our shields are still up. So let's prevent that from happening. Prevent the shields from going down, rather. Oh, got a little bit of a fire. We control that with some targeted venting. If I upgrade the sensors, I can maybe, like... Fire chance? Yeah, these have fire chance. So sometimes we'll be able to... get crew kills. Take a look at what's going on over there. They did have a fire, but they have a Rockman crew. No way we're ever going to kill crew here. Just checking out my options. Very satisfying to hit all the rooms one time. 18 scrap and 2 fuel is a pretty good reward. We're off to a very good start here. HP Elite Display 243. I was impressed by their tiny bezel. Yeah, the different monitors for different purposes, right? I'm sure they'd be, for streaming, they'd be fine. There's a lot of, like, gaming monitors, but they mainly seem targeted at people who play a lot of first-person shooters. You know, I as a broadcaster, I don't need, you know, more than 60 hertz refresh rate on my monitor because I'm not streaming in more than 60 hertz anyway, right? Like, it doesn't really matter for me to be able to see a high frame rate or something. But if you're, like, playing a competitive shooter game at a high level, I could see needing, like, a specialized monitor of some fashion. Let's jump here. Aha! A mercenary! Greetings, friend. We've heard tell of your quests and are here to offer our valuable services. You can either hire them to delay the rebels, hire them to scout the sector, which will give us map information, or we can fight them. Usually right to pick the fight here, because the cost of hiring them is also paired with the opportunity cost of not killing them and getting their valuable scrap. Never want to take, you have no need of his services, I think. Fight the ship. Mercenaries are worse than rebels. The only honorable move is to blow them up. That's right, game. Exactly correct. Okay, this is a ship we could potentially go for a crew kill on. Let's take the oxygen, actually. Yeah, level 202. Don't think a crew kill will be happening. One more luck. Okay. You get a fire there. Out of control fire too, although their ship is likely to just burn down. But not if it runs out of O2, actually. Hold on. Now, hold on a minute. We might have had success here. Depends on if that gets destroyed. But if the fire burns out from lack of oxygen... Oh, there they go. Got him. Substantial collection of useful scrap material. Here's a store. Visiting that would let us sell off these extra guns. Pile up a little bit more scrap first. We could use our first 50 scrap to get shields too, and I think that's a reasonably good idea. The only winning move is to not play nice. That's right. When it comes to hard difficulty FTL, that's true. That's true. Try to be a hero. Attack that pirate. Potentially a double reward here. The rock ship. Thinking about upgrading our sensors just so I can see the enemy crew. Guess we could do that instead of manning shields, which is barely doing anything. So, human mantis again. Go for the same approach here. You immediately get a double fire, that was lucky. And now we wait. Cool. That's why we put somebody in the sensors room, because it was going to pay off eventually. Often demonstrated a pacifist run once where he always chose the nicest option, and it was crazy how fast the enemies outscaled him. I should try that at some point. Sounds like a fun way to try to play the game. Previous offer was not generous enough, and neither is this one. 4 fuel is good, but only 8 scrap. You can do better. You can do better. I guess I might as well get a little bit of weapons training in. Firing at their shields here to do that. Whoops. More fire, perfect. Hey, okay, man. The union demands more oxygenated hours. Well, not this union. The pirate union. The pirates are all dead, leaving the ship dead in space. We scrounge what we can from the ship before contacting its former prey. 18 scrap there, and 1 point of hull repair as a gratitude from our civilian friends. Thanks for the 1 point of hull repair. I appreciate it? Question mark. I really want this to be a store so that I can, like, jump through the nebulas. Nebulae? Nebulon. Somebody say dad jokes in space. They sure did. Well, they sure did. Did you hear about the fish who failed math class, Tom? His grades were below sea level. Can't decide which direction to head. Store is reasonable here. Get more out of our sector. Sure he wasn't floundering? God. I'm gonna avoid the store for now. Play greedy here. Ooh, an automated ship. We'll attack that. Get to the military goods cache. Side doors. Scrap from the ship and 9 scrap at a Heavy Laser Mark 1. Ooh, that's actually a really good find. Heavy Laser Mark 1 is a 1 power, 1 shot laser with a 9-second charge time. Does 1 more point of damage than our basic lasers, and has a higher chance of fire and breach, so it's a very good just swap it out for one of the 4. At no cost, instant improvement. If we could get 4 of these, we could have a really good starting weapons loadout. It'd be a really cool loadout. 4 heavy laser Mark 1s, and maybe some hacking to pair with it. It's better in every way. It's even got the faster charge time is like crazy comparison. It's just a strict upgrade. Probably get level 2 shields. Black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula. Or pushing his wares. Attack that stinky trader. Gonna turn down the drones here. Got a puncture in the O2 room. Let's fix that quickly. Open the internal doors will prevent the O2 room from venting too quickly here. Yeah, Austin Fuego. You want auto fire on? Okay, that mostly just vented the whole ship. Yeah. 120 scrap in Sector 1, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Still behind in taking notes, and he puts up another one. Got him. Big old pile of got him. Alright, let's upgrade many things. There. We'll get a level 2 autopilot and a level 2 sensors to give us potential blue options in these additional nebula locations. A little bit more power, and of course a second bar of shields. And that'll get us well prepared for Sector 2 here. If you don't redeem a character, you don't have to write a story, but then again, will you not redeem a character? That is the question, right? That is the question. Thanks for updating that command, by the way, Tom. Yeah, I don't have any sort of link or explanation to where to get your own chair. You know, furniture retailers have like wide ranges of similar things, but the exact model is impossible to track down. It's like, where did you get that shirt? Kind of question for something that you bought at a physical store. There's no good answer, unfortunately. But once I'm successful and famous, I will get my own brand of furniture store chair, and everything will be perfect. Everything will be perfect. Sensors are out, we have no local telemetry, we will take yours, they say, assuming that I have any knowledge of where I am or what I'm doing. Dangerous assumption to make. It's full scrap material. Federation encrypted signals being broadcast from a nearby planet. Sure, let's check it out. As you approach the signal, you receive a message on a rebel channel. I knew we'd catch some Federation fish with this signal. Easy peasy every time. Stinky Federation. Don't get myself killed, please. Two to the medbay. No fires or anything. Right, came in. FTL soundtrack is glorious. Wait, that's not the... Oh man, I had my default positions set wrongly. How long has that been like that? Yeah, definitely got some cross-training that I didn't mean to get. Oh, not too bad. Token has no engine experience. We got some weapon experience on the Zoltan, though. Fine. There's a fire. Not gonna be enough, though. More scrap. So we've gotten a ship in basically every single beacon so far. Pretty incredible. And here an opportunity to get even more scrap by selling some missiles, which I'm down for. We currently don't use any missile weapons. We've acquired 14 of the dang things already. We could trade that in for 30 scrap, which I will happily do. Actually, not a bad choice to visit the shop here. We can sell off a lot of the excess gear we've acquired. We'll have enough scrap to buy something meaningful. Sure. May require us to dive, but since the exit beacon is in a nebula sector, diving is safe. There won't be an anti-ship battery to mess with us. You can buy a defense drone. Interesting. So 134 scrap is where we currently stand. Buying a defense drone's not unreasonable here. We don't have a lot of drone parts, but it'll provide us good protection from missile weapon using enemies. Could buy a clone bay to replace our med bay, but I don't think we want to do that. I'm one scrap short of being able to afford drone control and a double defense drone. Double defense drone's kind of cool. My drone control. A cool thing to add to this ship. I like the Heavy Laser 2. Heavy Laser 2 is an interesting weapon. 3 power for 2 heavy laser shots, and it's a reasonable price. I like what we got here. Gonna get overtaken, so we're gonna go here. Probably want to upgrade... I don't even need to upgrade engines, we'll just kill the ship um, that we encounter at the exit beacon. Okay, we don't actually need full-powered shields here. Ooh, Ion Bomb. If that hits our shields, we could be in a bit of danger here. Please don't break the ship. Got him. This is perhaps the most profitable Sector 1 I've ever had the joy of going through. Been a good one. We have solid defenses, we've got leveled up engines, we've got a great weapons array. We have defense drone, we got everything. Got everything we could possibly want. Okay, that's a pretty terrifying ship that we're up against. But our weapons will charge before theirs. I don't think that Flak 2 is ever going to get to shoot. Depends on their evasion chance, but I think we'll be completely fine here. Nice. Create a hull breach. If we destroy this, we'll get 1 fuel. And we might as well. Not sure why I'm attacking the O2. Should probably go for the shields. Easier to kill with the next volley. Yeah, there's no reward I can ever get from this other than 1 fuel. Easy peasy. No time to salvage the enemy ship. We must jump away before the cruisers get in firing range. We'll take our 1 fuel and a little bit of bonus scrap for winning that fight. Let's see. Do we go... This is definitely the sort of ship that would really benefit from the red path here. Hostile sectors contain lots of enemy ships, so if you are good at fighting, and we definitely are, it would behoove us to do a lot of combats, so going down Zoltan-controlled and then hitting a lot of hostile sectors is good. Could try doing like a bunch of nebula sectors. We don't have the fuel for that. We do have the upgraded sensors and upgraded piloting, though. That would favor us a little bit. Take that red path. Hey, Burnfell, why are we playing FTL today? I just felt like it. Just in the mood for it. Don't need a reason beyond that. Okay, having another power bar so that I could actually power up the defense drone would be reasonable.
Commander,
Sounds
one
good.
of our most valued supporters.
Thank you so much for 6 months.
XCOM project.
Half a year, time does fly. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. FTL's a really great game, Despot. And I think it's a really enjoyable experience to learn, too. At least I vaguely remember it being that. BB Tech wants a Chempact. Chemical for the day, although not really a chemical per se. Silicon dioxide, or silica. It's a molecule that's not really a molecule. See, silicon is tetravalent with oxygen atoms. It'll bond to 4 of them in a tetrahedral shape. But each of those oxygens themselves wants to bond two atoms of silicon. The result is a giant, like, lattice of silicon and oxygen atoms, which creates what we call silica, one of the hardest and most common materials in the Earth's crust. Nearly 2/3 of Earth's continental crust is made of silica, and it's even more common the further you get into the mantle. Pretty much all rocks are primarily composed of silica, silicon and oxygen in a crystalline structure. Intruders on board. Okay. We'll hold out in the old medbay. So, basic dealing with border strategy. Vent the whole dang ship. Except for the medbay. And everybody has to come then to the medbay to fight you. Which is where you will beat them. And this poor guy gets completely ruined. What I'm going to do is juggle our Zoltans so we can have a fourth crew member in the medbay. While that fourth guy suffocates in the shield room. Squeeze him on in there. Kind of a cheaty strat, but it's effective. Easy peasy. And now a pulsar. Might have been wise to wait for the O2 to refill a little bit before we jumped, but eh. They actually targeted the O2 specifically because we were low on oxygen. That's smart targeting at work. There's a percent chance that they'll target rooms based on criteria. Like oxygen if you have low O2, or the clone bay if somebody's cloning, for example. There's only a chance that occurs. I don't think I can get a crew kill here. That room's not going to re-oxygenate ever. As they repair the O2. Distress beacons. We're reasonably well equipped for one, so let's see if we can get a blue option here. Your jump interrupts a Zoltan security ship as it follows a Mantis pirate into an asteroid field. They message you. Your presence here will continue to be tolerated, but please do not interfere. Obviously, we're going to interfere, but it's simply a question of whom we interfere with. Save the Mantis or save the Zoltan. I don't remember what the comparative rewards are in either case. And I don't recall either of these being, like, a lot better to side with. So I'm just gonna pick one. Do we side with the homeland of Olivia or Dingus? Rewards are exactly the same. That's what I thought. So it's mostly a question of which ship do you want to fight. We'll save the Zoltan ship. Asteroid just like snuck in there. Okay. Could deploy the defense drone to try to save a point or two of hull here. Just take the damage. If they hit me, so be it. I bet this mantis around the ship for a bit. Oh, we don't even need to deal with missiles because we're not getting hit by one. Got him. I've ever played Captain's Edition / what did I think of it? I've tried it one time a really long time ago. Like five-ish years ago. I remember it adding a lot of content to the game, which was pretty cool. But the balancing of that content felt a little bit scattered. So it had a similar feeling to like Replay the Spire or those other like relic mods from Spire. If you're looking for new things to explore in the game, I think it's a really good way to do that. But if you're looking for something that is as refined as the base game content, it won't meet that standard. As we're salvaging the Mantis wreck, the Zoltan Security Patrol returns with 3 other ships. We quickly salvage what we can and set off before they can stop me for questioning. Now, we don't want to have to pay taxes on that salvage. That would be intolerable. Intolerable. Stop hitting me. One of these meteors is going to slip through here if I'm not out of here quickly. So, visit these couple of nebula spots. We've got the equipment for it. Nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from Zoltan Border Police. Oh yeah, Captain's Edition also, like, it populates like the design space of FTL by combining all of the things. So if you want to like flak lasers or stealth mines or stealth missiles and any sort of combine any 2 technologies that exist in FTL, there's probably that combo in Captain's Edition. Opening fire. Let's see about that. We now, thanks to maxed out weapons skill, we're able to fire and land our shots before the enemy fires most of theirs, which is super useful. By 2 pirate ships lurking in the nebula. Can secure fuel supply or ammo. I want some fuel. Although this is a you have to get a crew kill sort of situation. We are in an ion storm, so we've got half power here. Like they're only charging up a little beam weapon, so as long as we keep up 1 shield, we'll be alright. And I'm not going to mess with their power distribution. So note how they don't have their weapon powered up. If we damage a system they're currently putting power into, they'll redirect the power into other systems. So we could threaten ourselves by letting them power up the weapons if we damage any power-consuming system. So to that end, I'm going to not shoot at a system room, in the hopes that it'll prevent them from powering up that gun. We could shoot piloting too, right? Or the giant doors room. Although I feel like I've seen them adjust power Go for a completely systemless room. See how that works out for us here. Well, yeah, I could try to go for the crew kill here. I should probably do that, right? Because this is a benefit if I can secure a crew kill. Let's see if I can make that happen. Try to get a fire or a breach with the heavy laser to inhibit their repairs. But that I'm doing extra hull damage might be hurting me in the long run. We'll see. Now they're charging FTL, so I should probably just... yeah, I'm gonna kill them. And note how they have now powered up the shields to level 2. Turned off their weapons entirely. Okay, they're probably about to flee successfully. Unless all 3 of these shots land. Damn it. Now they're getting away. Probably because I didn't fire at the empty room, right? Although they would have charged FTL anyway. Alright, well we get nothing then. Pirate jumped away. Oh well. A loss we can definitely afford. Ports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. We will pledge to do what we can. They give us a quest marker. This quest is weird. You need, like, specific gear to get any decent reward from that. What are the blue options for this? Missile weapon and firebomb. And you only really get a good reward for having the firebomb specifically. Otherwise, you're likely to get nothing. Sector layout is dumb. Yeah, the 18 scrap up front is nice. We're probably just going to take that and leave. Good dodges. Minor damage taken. Something useful scrap material. And I guess we might as well go to the quest, even if we get nothing. There's a chance we don't get nothing. Okay, they've got a teleporter. Lone Bay. We can get a crew kill here if I'm careful about this. I think I want to send this Mantis back to their ship with very low health, rather than killing it. Perfect. So when their teleporter recharges, they'll bring him back on board. And I think they're going to send the NG over now. So I hope they are. Yes, they are. So the NG we are gonna kill. And then we're gonna shoot the clone bay while he's cloning. And then we're gonna shoot the mantis while he's trying to repair the clone bay. Perfect. Strip the ship of useful materials, getting ourselves a little bit of fuel. And we didn't even take any hull damage from that, thanks to the defense drone. Good job, defense drone. We have no missile weapons, right? That's right. One scrap. Let's start investing this into. Find the mantis encampment, but there are far too many of them to count accurately. We send a long-range message back to the settlement with our findings, but there's not much we can do. Be suicide to attack directly. Far enough away to jump away without being noticed. And there's a store here, but I'd have to jump to the store and then here and then out. And I think this will get overtaken by the rebels if I do that, so let's just go straight to the exit beacon. Appears to be a colonized moon. Damn it. Closer inspection appears to have a large portion of its hull destroyed. We take what little free scrap we can get. And we're going, I guess, to an abandoned sector now. Cool. Oh, that's good, actually. Abandoned sectors are full of Lanius, who are nearly impossible to crew kill, but are very generous with their scrap rewards. And Sector 3 is like the perfect timing for this, because the enemies here will still be reasonably easy. Can't encounter the bomber-class extra-large vessels until Sector 4? I think? 4 or 5? Somewhere around there. Let's keep holding scrap for now. Planning on going to a store soon, because we're almost out of fuel. Who would have thought the most wanted ship in the quadrant would just happen by my station? Who would have thought? Okay, this ship is going to take a few volleys to destroy. Deploy the defense drone. That was wise. Could technically optimize, yeah, by depowering the defense drone when they're firing at me, then repowering it. Mildly annoying. I guess we're... I want to take out that charging laser. Or what? 4 misses in a row? Really? Okay. Okay, if you say so. There we go. Ooh, that might get out of control. Hold up. If all 4 squares in the room light on fire, they'll stop trying to put it out. And from here, they're pretty much doomed. I'm just gonna wait patiently. Oh, they're jumping? Hold on, I didn't notice that. just blow them up. Will not accept your surrender. The mid-explosion surrender. 24 scrap, pretty good for our first jump. No shop, but there is a distressed bacon. Mantis ship in the system looks like its distress beacon is malfunctioning, likely due to the Lania ship mining their hull. Doesn't look like the Mantis ship will last much longer. Attack the Lanius. They don't seem to have noticed us yet, but they will. Launching into the fray, we target the Lanius vessel. 2 heavy lasers and a small missile launcher. I'll save the drone part here. They are hacking our sensors. That's completely irrelevant. We actually lit the Lania ship on fire. That's pretty funny. Satisfying blaps. Contact the Mantis. The Mantis hiss and click, angry at being saved and angry at themselves for needing to be saved. They part ways with some scrap metal that is no longer attached to their hull, and a few missiles they can no longer use. So we get 25 scrap from the Mantis in addition to about 25 scrap from that Lania ship, meaning we gained about 50 from one reward there, and enough fuel to keep going. Big money, and that's the kind of event that makes these abandoned sectors so profitable. Double rewards, double huge scrap rewards everywhere. Everywhere. This beacon appears to have been set up within an asteroid field to access a mining settlement. However, half of the settlement has been disassembled by a number of Lania scavengers. Their military escort moves in to scare us off, and boy, they will have successfully do that with this weapon array. Yikes. Two burst twos means this thing is going to fire 6 projectiles at us at a time, which means we need to hit them before the weapons charge. They've got nobody in the weapons, and these have a 12-second charge time. Meanwhile, we're fully charged less than that. We actually have enough time to line up with an asteroid hit, potentially. There. Okay, good. Taking out one means we're at much less risk here. Yeah, we got one asteroid snuck in, but didn't do any real damage. Now we have lit them on fire as well, successfully. They are charging the FTL, which is not what I need them to be doing. Six missiles. Receive an image of their captain silhouetted by the destruction aboard their ship. Bows forward with the metallic appendages about its body, doing the same. Appears to be requesting mercy. No mercy. $28 scrap, 3 more fuel. Very good. And we did make it to a store, even better. Hit maybe 1 or 2 more beacons before visiting that store. We can get a repair, we can buy more fuel. We're in danger. Pickles. I'm in danger. Isla Cruz! Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Got great food, but no atmosphere. Attack the slaver scum. Pick a fight with everybody you meet. That's how to do it. This looks like an easy crew kill using the same tactic as before, by the way. We let them teleport the slug on board. Don't kill the slug. Or we do not kill the slug. Only have to injure it. to below 15 health, which is the damage done by a basic laser. Okay, please don't break my O2 room, though. Perfect. I just need you to get my shields back up there. Now the NG comes on board. Hopefully. But the ticket was out of this world. True. The big true. Oh wow, level 3 clone bay. I wasn't expecting that. But we'll get them in a second anyway. It's a 20-second charge time with the clone bay. Or not 20-second, like short enough that we can recharge the lasers, that's for sure. There we go. We scan the ship and detect no life signs. Appears the slaves died in the fight. We strip the ship and prepare to jump. Could have gotten a crew member out of that, but didn't. But it did not. Two stores. Okay, I'm going to jump here and then we're going to visit possibly both of them. We're going to be able to afford something like cloaking. We're going to be able to afford something like hacking. We're going to be able to afford something like weapon pre-igniter. We have a lot of scrap that we could spend. We want to, although nothing to sell. I picked up a single thing. What downside is there to getting loads of crew members? No downside generally, other than the opportunity costs. Purchasing crew members with scrap may not be worth it because you can spend that scrap on system upgrades. And sometimes getting them through events is also coming at the opportunity cost of missing out on some other benefit. But oftentimes in events you just get them for free, and there's no downside to having more of them once you get them. Get a max of 8 crew. Okay, the ship's a little dangerous. A little bit. Yeah, get dunked, drone. Okay, that's just rude. Ooh, okay, that's right. A lot of, you have to bust through the doors to get to the hacked room, and repair speed on the hacked room is halved. So we're going to be on 1 shield bar for the rest of this fight. Pretty much. Stop dodging, please. I don't like that. Oh my god, no. Thank you, okay. Blew up the drone again. Good job? Question mark? Six missiles. Give you everything we have. Not good enough. It was a bit of a tough one, but we got through it. Little unlucky attack rolls hurt us. We now have 250 scrap to go to these 2 shops with, and that's a lot of potential power. There's some cool stuff in this shop. 2 Lanius crew available, if we wanted to bring some of those on board. There's a Burst Laser Mark II, which is a very, very, very powerful weapon. There's also a Burst Laser Mark III, which is powerful but inefficient. Takes 4 power to turn it on, and fires a 5-shot burst, but has a 19-second charge time. Often more efficient to go with 2 smaller lasers than to use one of these. Fire Beam is an interesting way to rack up some crew kills.
Commander,
and I think we could reasonably use it.
Most valued supporters. It says continued support.
Mikashu, thank you so much for the 8 months. Glad you joined the FTL. There's cloaking and hacking. 2 very powerful systems to get. You could even buy Distraction Boys. To buy us an extra jump in each future sector. A lot of options here. Definitely good to buy the burst too. And then either cloaking or hacking, probably. And I don't think we even need to go to the second shop. Because of how good this store is. Super strong. If there was a teleporter here, I'd be really tempted to go Lanius crew teleporter. Because that's a cool boarding crew. But... if... I mean, there is another shop. Could be a teleporter there. I think it's a very bad idea to buy 2 Lanius, but I kind of want to. We definitely are far enough ahead that we can spend scrap on silly stuff. I could check the other shop and then, like, come back. That's also inefficient. If I was going to buy 2 Lanius crew, would I also buy emergency respirators? Seems reasonable. Definitely going to suffocate ourselves by accident. Only costs us 1 jump, right? Alright, I'm gonna do it. We can very easily win the traditional way from here. I buy a burst 2, I buy cloaking or hacking, doesn't even matter which one. And that'll secure the run, pretty much guaranteed. But I'm gonna buy 2 Lanius here. We're appropriately enough going to go in the O2 room. Lanius constantly suck the air out of whatever room they're in. And 2 of them will deprive a room of oxygen very quickly. Aw. None of these are a teleporter. Can take a mind control. Clone Bay could be useful now that we have 2 Lanius crew. As well. I'm generally okay with just the med bay. Let's take that mind control. It's a cool ship. Alright. Let us resume our attempts to get lots of scrap. So our 2 Lenny's crew won't be doing much yet. Arrive at the beacon, discover a civilian ship fleeing from a lone Lanius craft. Help! The metal monsters are coming to melt down our ship. I actually don't remember what this does. Hey, J guy. Today is not yet Friday. Hopefully soon today will be Friday. But for now it's still Thursday. Looking up this event in the wiki. Turns into a store if I contact the ship. Okay. Well, we are full-on scraps, so let's fight the ship. They have no way to heal their crew. We can actually get a crew kill on the Lenius here. Ow. Defense drone does good work. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship. We strip it of useful materials. Give me the stuff. Oh yeah, let me open up crew names for these two Lenius, since I'm not immediately doing anything with them. There we go. Feel like we need more reactor power, based on how this fight went. Stronko and Zonard. Welcome aboard. We have ourselves a Bonko variant. Ship guarding the space. This should be a reasonable crew kill as well. More life signs remaining on the ship. Easy peasy. Send the pilot back the long way, otherwise they'll walk through the deoxygenated oxygen room. We'll take damage. A mild inconvenience. Charts indicate this was the location of a small skirmish over a military facility on a nearby moon. Oddly, scans pick up no signs of debris. Yet another area sucked dry by the Lanius. Get out of here. Pretty good sector. metal. Perhaps we can work on your ship. We'll upgrade our reactor for 15 scrap. That's a great deal. Provides us a 10 scrap discount, so essentially 10 free scrap, which is not much, but is something. Could go to the Zoltan homeworld or to a rebel-controlled sector. Feeling more rebel-controlled? Follow this red line up the middle and just continue to pick lots of combats. Especially now that we're starting to get crew kills with the mind control. Although we spent so much money on getting weird stuff that we didn't actually, like, upgrade our shields, but we're almost able to do that. Although Zoltan's shield would be kind of hilarious. Between the tax collectors and military bases, the rebel presence in this sector is high. Tax collectors. Another chance to sell missiles for scrap. I will definitely sell 15 more missiles here. So we've sold 25 missiles so far this run. That's pretty unusual. Actually, let me just make sure there's not a shop I'm about to jump into. Let's upgrade their shields to potentially level 3. In case we need higher defenses. So we arrive at the location of a distress call. Civilian ship, very heavily armed civilian ship, hails us. You lead us to our destination. We'll offer to do so. Usually worth it to do these little guide things. Merchant seems to be broadcasting a mercenary ship to aid him. Freighter carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. Here for the cargo's safety, I'm looking for a less incompetent captain to investigate. Get another quest marker. Do that. Okay. Just going questing. We're checking what actually leads to the exit. Oh, probably. Yeah. We'll check in on that in a moment. That sounds accurate. Okay, hacking doors is completely fine. 3 shields already. Wow, okay, we can kill this, but it's gonna take a while. Gonna go for the piloting first. We need all 4 of our shots to connect, which is extremely unlikely, but it will eventually happen. This would be trivial if we had hacking, but we chose not to buy that. There we go. Okay. And with the piloting down, our shots are now guaranteed to land, so we can focus down the shields here. It's definitely going to get some training here. We got maxed out dodge already. Good. First 2 would have also done it. Ow. About scrap material. Okay, there's a store. We want to have at least enough money when we get to the store to buy a crew teleporter. Which is like 80? 80 or 90 or something? Walked right into a trap, apparently. Hell no. Let's do it like this. Maybe I should have a Lanius pilot. That would be really convenient to deterring boarders from going into the piloting room. No more life signs remaining on the ship. Okay, that's close enough that we can afford a teleporter at the shop, so we'll go to the shop. Lanius are inconvenient sometimes. Ship is still on fire. Not what we were looking for. Take more fuel, though. Before I go any further, I'm going to take a quick break, use the bathroom, refill my water, stretch my legs, and when I return, play some more FTL. Hope you're all having a lovely Thursday early stream. Great to have you here, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Thank you so much for that patience. Glad to hear today is an awesome day for you, SRF. Left the house and ate hamburger for the first time in 6 months. That is a long time to be holed up. So congrats on getting out. Even if only for a day. A much-needed reprieve. Okay, this does not connect in any way that makes any human sense. I understand. This is going to be overtaken, and if not, this probably will be. Well, that's dumb. When the rebellion is complete, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, you won't, but you get the point. They arm their philosophical guns, and this also has pretty good chance to dodge. And 3 shields. I'm gonna want to mind control the pilot when we fire. Give ourselves the best chance of connecting our shots. Might not be 100% because they may have they may have had some autopiloting for a bit of a dodge chance. Put the O2 on briefly. They're dealing with a mutiny on board their ship, and I'm rounding up for another shot at the shield room here. Nice. Alright, the defense drone in time to shoot at the missile. Can I get a crew kill on these guys? Maybe. Take out the weapons first. Oh, that killed the guy who just ran into the weapons room. I will not take their stinky surrender offer. We can pick people off with the mind control. Something like that. I expect anything different after looking at the pathing. I didn't take too close a look at it, but yeah, now that I look at it a little bit more closely, it is a hot mess, indeed. Right, we might end up diving a bit, that's fine. Potentially. It might also just get me killed. Speaking of getting people killed, I'd like to do that. Alright, just not gonna fight? Interesting. They'd go for combat with one another. I think I missed my opportunity to get a crew kill here. Is that yeah, once the O2 comes back online. Lost your chance. Okay. So I think what I need to do is avoid this quest, jump here, and then to the exit. Otherwise, if we go to the quest, we're gonna get caught. And that's just gonna be ugly. So let's not go to the quest. Okay, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Ship is being scanned multiple times, so the rebels must recognize you, but there appears to be no combat-ready ships in the vicinity. Oh well. Rebel ship moves to engage. It's trying to warn the fleet or whatever, but it's mostly just going to get destroyed. Could have prevented that with the drone part, but I chose not to. Arrive at the beacon only to be immediately hailed by a small shuttle. Help! We're being attacked by pirates. Perfect. I love fighting pirates. They're filled with scrap. Interesting weapons loadout on this one. Shouldn't be too harmful. I'm wondering if there's a way to get a crew kill here. That's a start. If there was any way to get it, that would definitely be the start. Keep bombarding their med bay until, still nothing. We're supposed to fight each other. Our ship breaks apart. We contact the civilians. They were being a science vessel. They give us a small reward of 33 additional scrap, which is anything but. Anything but small. If I'm willing to dive here, we can get 2 additional beacons worth of reward. That's probably worth it. That's highly likely to be worth it. We'll want to upgrade the engines to do that, probably twice. That only takes 70 scrap. Explore a couple more beacons here. Sorry, sir, this is nothing personal, but we're under orders. A kill. Okay, we want to take this burst 3 offline. What's the danger of diving? We have to fight or we have to slip past, more accurately, a very powerful rebel fighter that'll be backed up by anti-ship batteries. And those anti-ship batteries are the most dangerous part. They pierce shields and do 3 points of damage. If I can stop them from fixing that breach, do some real damage to them. Nice. Bruh. With his dying breath, the last man on board sends me a message. Your ship is surprisingly well equipped. Please take this and let us... Blah. Then he dies. With the crew dead, we're able to take the fuel out of storage. We also take all the scrap we can manage. There's 6 fuel and 38 scrap is a much better reward than that surrender offer. Mostly too scared to dive without stealth. Diving without stealth is definitely scary, but with sufficiently upgraded engines, I'm gonna upgrade them now just in case we're gonna go into this could be a hazard beacon, like an asteroid field, and then I won't get a chance to do it. And that'll actually give us a chance to slip through without even taking the anti-ship battery shots. Yeah, see? If I hadn't upgraded the engines right now, we would have to dive with it without those upgraded engines. And that would be really scary. Just man my shields for me, Gumpo. Want this problem as dealt with as possible before a solar flare comes in. Alright, so here's the dive. Found the exit beacon, but the rebels get here first. We must survive long enough to get the next sector. So we have to jump away from this experience as quickly as possible. The longer we wait, the more damage we're going to take. They try to damage their weapons. I think we're just going to try to charge FTL and get out of here. Fun fighting each other. With high dodge chance and high FTL charge rate, should be okay. Wow. I'm gonna eat a missile because of that? Alright. Oh good, it missed. Alright, anti-ship battery target is locked, so we're gonna have an anti-ship battery fire at us in a moment. And that could really hurt. You two take care of that. Here it comes. Boom, 3 damage right through the shields. And a breach is what that does. Hit us in the doors, so no big problem. Had that hit piloting or engines, we could be in serious trouble, but we're gonna get out of here with our 3 points of hull damage and call it a day, jumping our way right before that missile hits us. Go into another rebel-controlled sector, because that's how I'm feeling. Cool. So that's a dive. Almost always takes a little bit of hull to dive, if you don't have cloak. Almost always. I like the sound they make when they repair. Think about upgrading oxygen. We're gonna start running into 4 shields pretty soonish. We need to improve our offensive capabilities, or we're gonna fall behind. Especially if we keep running into stuff like this. Fortunately, the defense drone will help us mitigate being too far behind offensively. Yet another situation where we have to wait for all 4 of our shots to connect. They'll eventually run out of missiles. This may happen occasionally to our defense drone. Reconnaissance by fire, yeah, auto surveyor. Okay, they're out of missiles. Probably could have gotten away with not using another drone part, but we have drones to spare. There we go. Finally managed to get a connection. With the piloting disabled, they no longer have any evasion chance, so we can easily dismantle them. What are some of the far aspects of this? This reaches. About liberated planets. A ship without shields? That's awfully convenient. I'm gonna not use a drone part, I think. Point of hull damage for 1 drone part. Respectable trade. Stay above 100 scraps so we can afford a teleporter at a shop or something. Attack the ship! Get a defense drone Mark II. That's going to make it interesting to try to kill them. Though not impossible, clearly. Not accept surrender. Back properly. Should dive more up into here. Ew. Gross layout. Being targeted by a nearby ship. Distress call was a lure. Attract unwitting targets into missile range. Hopefully we have a defense drone. Relatively dangerous ship here. Oh, the drone almost let that missile through. The big missile. Six fuel and 7 missiles, but only 18 scrap. That's a generous but unnecessary surrender offer. Didn't get that much, actually. I probably should have taken that. We're gonna get more like 38, not 28 scrap. Oh well. Let's upgrade the O2. Just as a quality of life kind of thing. Might give us blue options in a couple of events, too. And it's something we're eventually going to want for the flagship anyway. Ooh, an ion storm. Hey, I upgraded piloting way back in Sector 1 before jumping into a nebula beacon, and this event is why. Jump into the middle of a plasma storm, multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows. Briefly illuminated by the lighting, we will use our upgraded autopiloting to carefully explore the debris, getting us 28 scrap at a system repair drone. That's more than we spent on the system upgrade, so it has been totally worth it. I can actually use that system repair drone, interestingly. Don't know if I ever will, but it's nice to have the option. Federation scum. Eat Vulcan cannon fire. Kill here is somewhat possible. Once that Vulcan's charged up, though, we gotta be super careful. So we'll do the usual tactic of getting them low on health, but not killing them. Letting them rotate out crew here. This is a small bomb, not a fire bomb, not an ion bomb. That's good. Perfect. Why is the O2 room deoxygenated? Because there are 2 Lanius crews sitting in it. Strongco and Zonard are of a species that consume oxygen from whatever room they're in. The Lanius. Once this Vulcan cannon is fully charged and operational, it will fire very often at us. Dangerous. Turn that off. Yeah. Yeah, because they're so low on health, they won't try to solve the fire. Which is good. Dang it! Not quite what I intended. This will work though. I think. As long as the fire spreads, yeah, to the clone bay. With some regularity. Eventually they'll be too low health to try fighting fires. Perfect. They're trying to escape! And they're dead. Hey, we got another Heavy Laser Mark 1. Cool, we're actually closer now to having 4 of those. I like it. I like it. Another upgrade. I like it. Gonna visit these 3 beacons. Okay, no shops, unfortunately. Kind of low on hull. Well. Healed. Let's see. If we attempt to download the data stores, we might actually get nothing. We could just take the 21 scrap. Ship doesn't look too dangerous, though. We'll attempt to download the data stores. We are able to pull all of the ship's data about the sector. We get 33 fuel, 20 scrap, and a drone part for free. Works for me. Definitely works for me. But I'll keep the heavy lasers at the rightmost end of the weapon system. If the system takes damage, those will be the first ones to be depowered. Oh, because that's the order I'm firing them in. I want to fire the basic lasers first. To punch through the shield so the heavy lasers can connect, and I do that by quickly going 1, 2, 3, 4 on the keyboard. I could reverse it, go 4, 3, 2, 1, and keep the depowered thing, but just a kind of a human, like a quality of life thing, basically. It is a little bit, as you note, suboptimal in the event that we take system damage. But those are the kind of little, like, micro-optimizations in FTL that I usually don't bother with. It kind of falls under the same view as crew training for me. Technically helpful, but not worth the amount of time you're actually investing. Or the amount of out of your way you have to go. Fight is unavoidable. And kind of terrifying. We want to hit piloting as usual. It's over there. Thankfully, with 45 evasion, we're able to keep 3 shields sustaining against this. With less upgraded engines, we would be taking damage quite seriously right now. But we have a really solid defensive setup. Which is good, because I need it to be able to actually kill anything with the current setup. Just need 3 hits out of 4. It shouldn't be too hard to do that. There we go. Take some damage of our own. We're losing a heavy laser here. But doesn't actually matter. Okay, they're never gonna repair that. Help! My ship's on fire. Help! Paul 10, you think you remember that AI ships cannot repair breached rooms or systems? That is, yes, that is absolutely true. If there's a hull breach, then the automated system, whether that be an AI ship or the flagship with no crew on it, it can't do any repairs. That's totally right. Oh god. Abandoned sector? Okay. Good luck to us. Would it be that the Lanius have resurfaced? We are hoping to find a shop. We need some system upgrades here if we're going to survive this sector. I could get level 4 shields, that would help. I could go for... I want to upgrade the mind control, I think. Boost the health and the damage of whatever's mind controlled. Give us a bit more ability to crew kill. You can always jump away from anything that's too dangerous. Right now our job is to become adjacent to as many new beacons as possible to try to find the shop. You can see a shop anytime you become adjacent to the beacon that it's in. So we know that all of these are not shops. If we jump here, we'll see all of this. Jump here, we'll see all of this. Yeah. Small Lanius craft approaches. Prepare for a fight, but they do not seem to be carrying any weapons. After a brief moment, they message you. Although your translator struggles with the unfamiliar dialect, it appears they wish to trade. You can give them 3 drone parts for 25 scrap. That's a damn good deal. Or I can ask for an alternate trade with our Lanius crew. That trade is not guaranteed to be as tempting as this one is. I think without the reroll option, I would accept. Get. I'm curious, actually. Let's see what the alternate trade looks like. If it's worse, oh well. Oh. More drone parts for more scrap. Sure? That's a lot of scrap, right? That's a hell of a trade. That's a hell of a trade. Image of some weak and hungry humans comes onto our screen. Puny weakling. Do space with them. Dang it, that damaged everybody slightly. Now their health bars are yellow. No! I'll live with the 99 health or whatever. Still no shop. We know there is a shop here. It might be here. Might be here. Rule out this location. Yeah, true triage. We definitely agree that we are going to need better weapons. I was hoping we'd get a crew teleporter, which we can do a lot of work with. We have not been able to find shops lately. Probably because I'm in red sectors. Although this broadcast signal is garbled. Refueling platform near the beacon. And hail and attempt to communicate, dock, or ignore. Let's hail and try to communicate. There's a screech from your comm system and the broadcast suddenly cuts off. The platform begins to move, revealing itself to be a Lanius ship. Okay, one of the things we can use mind control for is counteracting enemy mind control. I see that we are facing many missiles. We've got Lennius borders. Okay, we're just gonna evacuate the cockpit, because that's horrifying. Okay, what do we got here? 2 more Lennius crew, cloaking, mind control, everything. Hey, a Sneaky Teak, Space is doing well today. We purchased a pair of Lennius crew on our Fed B, mostly for the giggles. It has yet to pay off, but I'm hoping that it will at some point. Well, actually, it's paying off right now that we have the ability to repel these Lennius borders. So that's nice. Okay. They've reduced the impact of their weapons. You guys need to heal now. They're gonna come back. Good news is that with 3 missile weapons, they're gonna run out of ammo very quickly, and then we won't be at any threat. We won't be under any threat at all. Here they come. Which means we can patiently wait for a crew kill here. If we're smart about it. But one of them didn't get away there. Interesting. Let's try to take out that clone bay. Try. Yeah, they're all back on board now. And they're out of missile weapons, so... deactivate our defense drone here. Okay. Let's take stock of the situation. It's fine for mind control to be used in such a way. We want to be using our mind control no longer to counter theirs, but rather to kill their crew on board their ship. The first and most important step of this is break the clone bay. It does require waiting for their cloak to not be active. Disregarding my own advice about waiting for the cloak and being punished for it. There we go. Huh? You're not supposed to be able to fire while the enemy's cloaked. Oh, because I have, because of the mind control. Oh! I didn't know that it worked like that. Well, he'll come back on board now that he's at full health, I think. Think about that. Not sure what determines when people are willing to fight or not. One health, 8 health, okay. Nice. Although now I can't actually kill this one. Okay, so I've been wasting my time. Dang it. That does happen sometimes at FTL if you're looking to get crew kills. Put yourself in a situation where you can no longer get it. In that case, I'll just blow up the ship. .45 scrap and the fueling platform. It's for fuel. Have your crew admonish their captain? Immediately do a short-range scan after arriving at the beacon. It appears to be coming from a small civilian vessel under fire from a Lanius ship. Not all Lanius are content with simply scavenging the wrecks of previous battles. Yeah, they had too much health to kill the basic laser. Yep, they did. Only 15 damage per shot from those to crew. I'm gonna Google this one. Have your crew admonish their captain? Okay, so that can just skip the fight sometimes. But we want the fight. Okay, so we pick the fight. Is that a graphical glitch in top left? That... the hell is that? Yes, that's on my screen too. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Like that ship. It's gonna be a really tough one to deal with. Glad they boarded into the medbay though. That'll make this a lot easier. Your phone screen was dying. I think it has something to do with either the Discord or Steam in-game overlay. Which is not enabled. Shouldn't be enabled, but it is. Whoa, what just happened? I tried to counteract their mind control, and I ended up mind controlling them instead. That was really not what I wanted to do. I need this border off my ship. Sooner rather than later. That's not what I wanted. Now there are more of them on my ship. This is the opposite of what I specifically requested. Okay, we'll KO. We have to, that's fine. Okay. Have enough power? Okay, we wait for a cloak cycle, and then we can fire properly at long last. Ouch. Thankfully, the defense drone protects against flak as well. It's not one of those situations where I have to connect every shot to get anything done. Low and steady wins the race here. I should... Oh, yeah, I can't mind control the pilot. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Landed a shot. Hopefully... well, fixed it by the time we repair. By the time we rearm, because of the cloaking. Cloaking is really complicating this. But we took out 2 points of hull, that's a start. You know what, I'm just gonna let that go, and I'm gonna mind control them. Yes, have fight in the fire, please. Perfect. Break the shields, though. Okay, that allowed for some progress. On both sides. Probably more helpful to power the, yeah, to power the shields fully. Once they're fixed. There we go. Good job, defense drone. You did it. Hey, we found the store. Good. Okay, we're gonna go there right after this. It's hopefully gonna fix our problems. Could have been the fight. Should have been the fight. If I mind control the full health one, could I get some damage that way? Maybe. Perhaps. Need to land one more hit. This is over. Trying to eliminate their dodge chance by mind controlling the pilot. There we go. There we go. Contact the civilian ship. Most of the crew accepts our offer to be dropped at a nearby station. One offers to join the crew. Welcome aboard Cubbin the Slug. Alright, let's get some healing going. Now we have a lot of scrap to spend at the store here. It's gonna be good. I want to be a murder hobo in space. Welcome aboard, Baron Fell. These don't help. Or another store? Yes. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Glad there's another one. What are the slug boys good at? Slugs are telepathic, which makes them immune to mind control, and they can also sense life forms on enemy ships. Even if your sensors are disabled or destroyed or completely absent for some reason. So repair is 3, we'll definitely repair back up to 25. A little late to buy a scrap recovery arm. I should buy some drone parts. I'm thinking about buying the boarding drone. Don't think that's a good idea, but it's kind of hilarious. Would definitely help me get crew kills. And it would pair really well with Lanius teleporters, actually. Alright. Buy the boarding drone. The scrap recovery arm is never worth buying. It can be early game. But it's often better to, it is often better to invest that scrap into more immediate things. Far often better. Need to get more than 500 scrap for it to break even? Yeah, you'll get 500 scrap in about 2 sectors. So it gets, if you're buying it, you know, sector 1 through 4, it'll eventually pay for itself. But it's more about the, like, the time to get that scrap back, which is, like, a long time, usually. And you'd have been better off, you know, preventing hull damage by upgrading his shields or something. Son of a gun. No teleporter. Got a third Lanius, though. Looking would be our last system slot. I actually don't know that we want to do that. Do we buy the Combat 1 drone? I don't think so. Ion Intruder boarding drone's an interesting combination. Not what we were looking for sure. Not what we were looking for. Yeah, there was a Beam 2 drone in that previous door, right? We could try to do that. What I would take at this point is either hacking or teleporter are the two things we're looking for. Sector what? 6? Yeah, we got some time yet. And I think the boarding drone will fill the gap for now. Although I am going to have to buy at least a few more drone parts. It's time to start thinking about level 4 shields, maybe? We gotta upgrade that. It's an important one to remember. Okay, let us continue to do the thing, I guess. Stumble across a badly damaged Lanius craft. Jumps away immediately, leaving us a glorious scrap field of destroyed rebel ships. Very nice. With the doors that go straight into space, that's so we can, yeah, that's so we can vent the oxygen out of parts of the ship, which is useful for fighting fires and fighting enemy crew. Pretty important to have, truthfully. I believe there's a, one of the rock ships starts without any of those external facing doors, and boy does it suck. Let's make that a 3v3. Vented on, sir. That's how you use it on borders, it's by venting the rooms they're in and preventing their passage with upgraded doors. Yes, the Rock Bee starts with the Firebomb. Is that pretty dang fun. One of my favorite weapons. Anything fire-based is one of my favorite ways to play FTL. Genza picked up a Lenny's vessel in the system. It appears to be navigating a rich debris field, harvesting the minerals. We can harvest some for ourselves, or engage the autopilot and safely harvest some. Sure, I'll take the free reward. Up from the computer, you're able to keep a comfortable distance between us and the Lanius. Are able to gather resources without conflict. Conflict could have led to a higher reward there, potentially, but had enough very difficult Lanius fights. Slug-controlled nebula sounds like a nightmare. I'm gonna say no thanks. Let's deal with the Zoltan. There it is, the crew teleporter. Perfect. This is what we've been waiting for. We could take hacking too, but I want this crew teleporter big time. Hacking? Who needs it? No, 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 no. Double... Oh man, what a convenient spot too, right next to the medbay. I wasn't sure what the layout was on this ship. In that case, upgrade the medbay and the teleporter probably. And we're gonna have a fun time destroying everybody now. With boarding drone, double Lanius boarders, and mind control. That is gonna be our solution to the flagship, is to board it. Excellent. Most excellent. With the upgraded teleporter, we're not going to need... Man, that's a huge manipula in a Zoltan-controlled sector, by the way. Didn't see anything else I wanted in the shop. There was like a flak, but I'm not looking to spend scrap on my weapons now. No need. No need. As soon as we arrive at the stress signal, shots are fired towards our ship. A trap. Test out all of our new fancy toys, shall we? Power down the weapons, we don't need them. Power up the boarding drone. So the boarding drone creates a breach. Word into the clone bay, I think. Oh, they'll heal that. That's right. So the deoxygenation of the room causes all of the low health crew to avoid it. Means they'll leave us alone so that we can break the clone bay. There's an argument for swapping up the slug into the... Wait, I'm not done though. Get out of the... Ah! Be back. Not do that again. Venture out and start killing everybody. Easy peasy. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it and find a prisoner who offers to join the crew. Turing, the slug. Welcome aboard, Sluggo. Sluggo can man the sensors, I guess. Rapucci! Welcome aboard. If we send in our crew in a shuttle, there's a chance we lose one. I wouldn't want to lose a Lanius here, so we'll dock and try to rescue the survivors, which is risking hull damage. No blue vent here, no Rockman crew. Pull up alongside the station and cut through their hull. We're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more are lost. One of the survivors offers to join their crew. Jones. I'm aboard Rapucci 2. Oh, that just gives your name as 2. If I underscore 2. Yeah, there we go. Old Rapucci, get out of here. I want the new one and their combat and repair skills. 20% faster repairs is nice on an ancillary crew member like this one. 8 fuel for 2 of our missiles, a done deal. I might not need it, but it's nice to have for exploring this giant freaking nebula. Wait, this is the oh god. Doesn't connect! None of it connects! Okay, so we want to go up here then. Gross. Recruiters on board. These fight each other. Another store. What do I do with another store? Oh god, it connects in such a bad way. Gross. Ion Storm. Prepare to fight. I like the bigger text. Cool. Our boarding crew is really effective here. May need to man the defense drone, but for the moment we're good. Nice. Just have them sit in here. Prevent the ship from doing any damage if we want to. Let's get one of them back and send it over to the other side, which I think is what I'm going to do. Give him good combat XP, too. Very much appreciated. Pew pew. Got this, Stronko. Got this. Guys who just started playing this a few days ago, inspired by the streams here. Sad that you skipped on it so many years. It is a super awesome game, I agree, but no time like the present to discover and enjoy it. Still a very good game. And one with a small but loyal following. It's cool to see that the community has stayed alive in some capacity more than half a decade after the game's original release. We're coming up on 10 years now. This game has been out. Crazy to think about. We could speed this up by using a boarding drone, and that's what that would do, is speed this up. but we already have complete safety here. I start pulling them off because I'm going to start shooting the ship down. If they are on board this thing when it blows up, they will die. Seven scrap. Just doesn't... the dumb sector layout. Another ion storm. Secure the fuel supply? Question mark. What's going on? They're gonna board us. They have a med bay, not a clone bay. Sure, shields are powered up. No need to have the guns powered at the moment. Should win that fight. NG aren't very good. Do I use this opportunity now to board them? I think so, yes. One hit on the drones, that's fine. So much power juggling to do right now. Annoying them and depriving their ship of oxygen. They're coming in like a revolving door. The revolving door of crew members trying to get into the O2 room here, and then leaving because they're suffocating in there. Pretty funny. I think we're going to prevail eventually as they run out. Yeah, they just keep coming. All right, let's get out of here for the moment. Do this real quick. Funny. Tiered to board me. Revolving door continues. That guy chose to die. The guy in the cockpit died. The ship is now deoxygenated. Guy's not going to make it back to the medbay alive. Just didn't even try, apparently. Okay. Force our way over to the medbay then. Isn't this savage? This is pretty savage. Does the medbay heal faster than they get damage from no O2? So a level 1 medbay heals at exactly the same rate as suffocation deals damage. So if their medbay is level 2 or 3, they'll be able to out-heal it. Looks like they've got a level 1 medbay. Yeah, he's not healing. This is functionally the same as fighting him in no medbay. 6 fuel, 59 scrap for all that nonsense. I think that was well worth it. Pretty fun, too. All that in an ion storm. Sure, everybody's in full health. These beacons too. Good, no more ion storm, thank goodness. We just have to deal with this experience. Have fun! No clone bay, right? This is a mid bay? Yeah, mid bay. Okay. Excellent choice of boarding location. Okay, I think we can, using the same strategy as before, shut these guys down. Oh, glitchy rock man, what was that? And then the missile was missed by the defense drone, and they both died from a giant missile hit right into the medbay. Okay, good. That could have happened. Thankfully not. That was definitely an option. Ooh, stuck in there. Defense drone, no! What? Excuse me? With its dying breath, the defense drone saves the ship. Incredible. That was amazing. Was that a random shot? What was that? What even was that? That was incredible. Hard to stop that from happening again. Save a drone part. Ooh, so close. We've done this earlier. I'll run out of missiles sooner or later. Actually, I could probably intercept this guy on the way to the med bay. Almost got him. Grind them down. This would go faster if I'd used the boarding drone. Probably would do that again. But we've done most of the work already, so whatever. What if going into the medbay actually works out here? Find out. So once the medbay gets deoxygenated, they can't reoxygenate it. Waltz right on in there. Soon there won't be any rooms with that O2 in them anymore. Let's see, they have an upgraded med bay, clearly. We're able to make progress while he's in here, but not that well. He is working. Slowly but surely. And with the upgraded medbay and the upgraded teleporter, I'm able to get back in there before they're able to heal. Grind him down a bit. Brute force. There we go. There we go. Might not have been the most efficient way to do that. Oh yeah, I can swap positions. I actually forgot that was an option. It's the short answer there. Totally forgot I could do the swap trick to balance out the health. Oh, I was hoping we would prevent them from firing a second time. Alright. Eat the damage. We're gonna get a heal soon anyway. 3 times. Rude. Whoops. Drone part. Not what I meant to click on there. Definitely not what I meant to click on. Lots of loot. Lots of loot. Might as well upgrade the shields again, huh? Got lots of spare scrap here. And our offenses are in place already. We're pretty much capped. We could upgrade the teleporter and the medbay and the mind control again. That's reasonably it. Okay, I'll use a defense drone for this one. I understand. Ouch. Good job, defense drone. Substantial collection. Scrap material. Alright, we're almost here at the final sector. It's one more auto ship to get through. Lots of these in the nebulas, as it turns out. No cloaking on this one, so it won't be as long of a time to kill it. But basically the same fight we've been in. But this time it has a firebomb. And a mind control. Shields down so I can actually do some damage. definitely would have been worth it to power the basic lasers. A little bit lazy there, mainly. Incomplete damage and incomplete, So incomplete damage is a little bit weird. So it takes a little bit of time for a boarder to break a system that they're in, for example. If the attacking unit leaves the room before a complete point of damage has been inflicted, the fractional damage goes away. At least that's how it is for manned ships. For unmanned ships, I think it might work a little bit differently. Their systems are all constantly being repaired at a slow rate. Get our Kestrel C unlock for getting to Sector 8 here. That's pretty sweet. Who are you? Ooh, 2 repair stations right away means we're going to have lots of drone parts to work with. I'm going to visit 2 of these. That'll give me a bunch of scrap, a bunch of drone parts. And then we head over to the base here. Flagship's going to get to the base pretty quickly. It's an awkward pathing. Gula! Thank you, Fele, for the obligatory Gula. Fuel. Need more power. Starting to think about buffer points and stuff. That's good. For the doors. We're well equipped for the flagship. This is going to be an interesting boarding strat. I'm going to take this opportunity to take another quick break because I need to use the bathroom again before we go on into Sector 8. These fights are going to be pretty tough. So, I will be right back, everybody. Don't go nowhere. Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Thank you so much for that patience, as usual. Alright, so we've got to get to the base. Our main objective is to get the flagship without losing any points of hull from here. Although I think we do want to upgrade our mind control one more time. Keep an eye out for a shop, potentially. That's the thing that we can encounter. Like 4 jumps to get to the base from here. We get there just in time. Okay. This will shoot down any attempt to board with the boarding drone. That's the right way to do this. Let's shut down the weapons. Might as well try to get some shots in. Perfect. Hey, Marker. Hello and welcome. Find a weapon system on their ship with no crew to stop us. We can install it on our own. We get a Pegasus missile, which is actually extremely useful. We'll swap that out for one of the basic lasers. Pegasus missile is a 3-power missile launcher. It fires 2 missiles per shot, only using 1 missile, that do 2 damage each. And that's the perfect supplement to a boarding crew party, because we don't need to worry about getting through shields. We can just blast away. I think we're going to be able to win the run without it, but with 34 missiles in this, we are now in extremely good shape. Games do I play here? You'll see me play a lot of a roguelike deck-building game called Slay the Spire. That's definitely my main game. The one I've got the most hours in, the one I've got the most skill in. But yeah, as Failey points out, you'll also see some other roguelike experiences like FTL, Grifflins, and Monster Train. Plus, every week we do a community game vote where... Oh, if you like Slay the Spire, you're in the right place. You are definitely in the right place if you like Slay the Spire. And I think my community is going to force me to play something. Possibly The Witness this month, which should be fun too. We have so many missiles, I'm just going to use them here. Right now it's looking like Polybridge, awesome. I think that game will be pretty fun to play. Nice evasion chance. Sector are we on? This is Sector 8. We're on hard difficulty here in FTL with the Federation, or the Kestrel Bee, excuse me. And we're trying a Lanius boarding crew strategy here. It might work. It might work. Okay, one last attempt. Alright, whatever. Missiles are for nerds or something. Shield piercing 5 because certain enemies can have up to 5 levels of shields. Although the player maxes out at 4, sometimes you'll see enemies with 5. So that just means that it'll go through any number of shields, as all missiles do. As all missiles do. Oops. Fumbling my drone parts again. Glad I don't have to be too cautious with those. Scrap. As many scrap. There are no missiles that have less than 5 shield piercing, and there are no enemies with more than 5 shields. That's right. That's exactly correct. Alright, Pegasus, you get another chance. These things are completely defenseless to being boarded by Lanius. Normally these ships are so hard to deal with if you're using boarding strategies, but our particular arrangement is super effective here. Bad at clicking on things. Who knew? Yes, you can get some special weapons that have shield piercing 1. That's right. It's absolutely correct. Ready, buffer point on drone, I guess? Whatever. Alright, flagship part 1, let's go. I think we are exceptionally well equipped for this. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If we're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. No turning back now. So, Rebel flagship has hacking, which is what it opens up with here. A lot of systems on this big thing. Having a winning strategy against the flagship requires both surviving its very powerful offenses and then dismantling its defenses. We've got cloaking level 3 plus shields level 4 here, and that alone is pretty hard to deal with. It has max upgraded doors, got a big medbay, a ton of crew, some separated weapons here. We can pick those off if we want to. But the most dangerous one is this one on the inner right side. It's a triple missile launcher, and it's a problem. Wait for them to finish using all their drone parts on hacking attempts. Usually, with a Defense Drone Mark 1, one of these hacking drones is going to slip through. It's really rare that you get to completely shut down any attempt at hacking. Can happen, but it's really rare. Case in point. Okay, hacking on the doors is totally fine and reasonable. Let's begin our assaults. Send our boarding drone onto their ship. Not where I wanted it to go, but that's actually fine. Oh, you need to be mind controlled. Missiles! Missiles, why? Alright, well, this is not optimal so far, but it is fine. We actually don't need these heavy lasers powered. I need to free that up. Sure put the miss in missiles. You're due. Put the buffer point in drones. You are trapped. Alright. Well, if this nonsense is going on, let's at least shut down the other weapon here. Taking small amounts of damage here and there. I'm hoping my boarding drone gets destroyed. But I can launch another one. Looks like it might be. Come on, boarding drone, you can do it. You can die. No! The boarding drone's alive. Alright, well that means it's stuck there, unfortunately. But we can at least have it destroy that system. Needs to be fixed. Okay, one of those connected at least. Probably board into that room next.
It looks like we've got our work cut out for us, Commander.
Raiding us up with a party of 7. Joining us just in time for a fairly unique attempt at taking down the flagship here in FTL Facet Light. Hope you had an awesome stream today. Changed his icon, that's amazing. Streamer actually investing in his appearances? Unheard of. Okay, there's a fire in the, in that room. Maybe the doors are all locked. Go the same way. It's like to cause breaches, huh? Okay, I think we board in here now. Oh, I can destroy my own boarding drone. That'll work. With the Pegasus missiles. Hilarious. Finish destroying the thingy first. Perfect. Okay, so now we're almost ready for our second wave assaults. We're going to use mind control, boarding drone, double boarders. Hopefully this time the boarding drone will connect to a better part of the ship than one of those disconnected rooms. We are taking damage here and there, but we're not going to take damage in subsequent phases, at least not much, so this is, for the moment, fine. launched. Son of a bitch. Come on! Ugh. Useless. Alright, fine. We'll do it without the boarding drone then. Ah, that's useless. Yeah, the flagship is incapable of running out of ammo, so those missiles will eventually kill us. Perfect. Okay, we took him out. Thank God. I forget where to board into here. O2 maybe? Although it's close to the med bay. At this rate, we're just gonna kill it with the missiles. Not the goal here. We want to kill most of the crew on board. Go into the O2. Okay, got one of them. At this point, we just need to hit him again with the Pegasus. Bang, that worked. Distraction boys, perfect. Just what we needed here at the finale. Excellent. Perfect. The value. The value's real. Wait, there's a store? I just spent all my scrap? I'm going to that store, hold on. We can sell the distraction boys. Go buy a burst laser. We could buy a clone bay. Oh man, I could have bought like all these cool things. Get out of here, distraction boys. Probably hull repair is the safest thing, although stun bomb also super powerful. Do need at least one heavy laser to bust through the Zoltan shield. Probably want both of them. I'm gonna buy that stun bomb. That's the pick I want. I think we can do some very silly stuff with that. Face down, the flagship discovered is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Got a defense drone too, which will shoot down my boarding drone. And they have a boarding drone themselves, which we will shoot down with our defense drone, or at least try. This will also stop our missiles, although we can overwhelm it. We can also just board directly into the drone room here, which I think we should do. And then mind control people when they try to come help. Missiles incoming. Lots of drones incoming as well. Teleporter is now on fire. That's not good. Vent that. Let's see here. He made a joke. Caught us in an early stream today. Hey, I saw a crew member die. God. Oh, shoot. Oh, butts. Well, this has gone really badly. We gotta get out of here. Why the hell is the teleporter on fire and with no air? Come on. Don't do that to me. We need to power up the shields again. Gonna lose Elenius. Damn it. Deal just crashed. Interesting. Okay, we're back where we were. Holy heck, that was terrifying. Okay, let's fix stuff on board our ship here. Cannot allow that to happen again. While we're here, we can repair more of our hull as long as we sell off some stuff. We get all this system damage repaired. Small mines! Things up with a chem fact. We're learning about silica today. Did you know that when silica is melted at high temperature, about 1700 degrees Celsius, and then cooled, it doesn't reform into the crystalline structure it had originally. Instead, it forms an amorphous solid, a solid where there's no fixed arrangement of atoms, which we call glass. In a commercial glass plant, sand gets mixed with waste glass, soda ash, and limestone, and is then heated in a furnace. The soda reduces the melting point of the sand, which helps to save energy during manufacturing, but also has an unfortunate drawback of producing glass that would dissolve in water. To fix that, you add the limestone. The end product is called a soda lime silica glass, and it's the ordinary glass you see all around you in windows and like kitchenware and stuff. Actually, it might be different from kitchenware glass, but it's the you know, when you think of standard glass, that's soda lime silica glass. Does quick cooling or slow cooling promote crystalline formation? Usually slow cooling, I think. Helps form crystals. Do I know how Pyrex glass differs from typical glass? Pyrex is borosilicate glass. There's boron in it. I don't know what that does. But that's the kind of glass that Pyrex is. Isn't there transparent aluminum? Solid reference. Solid reference. Alright, what do I not need? Stun did not do me any favors there. Alright, you had your chance, Stun Bomb. You had your chance. We're gonna need these heavy lasers. Okay. Back in we go. Actually shocked that they got through our defenses so easily last time. So I probably need to take out the beaming thingy. Let's do that first. Get the Pegasus missile charged up. So I'm going to try to get the boarding drone through successfully by firing the Pegasus at about the same time. Well, I got the Pegasus through by firing it at the same time. That works too. Okay, shield's barely staying up. But they did the job. Boarding into the drone bay, I think, was a mistake. Does this trick work? Yes, that does work. Okay, boarding drone made it through. Stop that. Okay, there's our boarding drone. Successfully on board. Let's try to slip in another missile there, why not? What else could I be doing here? Powering down and back up the boarding drone prevent the defense drone from shooting it down. Yeah, it turns out yes. Yes, it does. What we learned there. Uh-oh. Come on, shield, like 45% dodge, 4 shields, and a max leveled person in the shield room, although we're not actually recharging our shields, because there's a frickin' boarding drone in it. Should be enough to keep our shields up during this. I'm not sure why we're getting so obliterated here. Like, this shouldn't be losing to this. Is it all because the defense drone hit the shield room? It might be. Stinky if so. Because that is a lot of hull damage I just took for no reason. No, come on, don't do this. On fire and out of oxygen. That's not supposed to happen. Fun. Ugh. Up. Aw, man. GG. I actually don't know what happened there. This ship should have won. I feel like. That should have won every time. But the game clearly disagrees with me. GG. 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 How many scrap did we get? That doesn't tell me. Still, pretty high score. Not too bad, not too bad. GG. Feels like I had to do more prep work on phase 1 there, I think. But had the boarding drone actually done anything in phase 1, I think we would have won. Because it would have been able to kill the whole crew, and then it would have been an easy board for phase 2. Oh well. Such is fate. Such is fate. I'll take my GG and we'll call it there. We'll call it there. So that is where I do need to wind things down for the day. Short little stream. Short little stream. Problem is you can't count on boarding drone ever doing anything. That is abundantly apparent, Cancel. There's a reason it's a meme. I wanted to see if we could win with it. We couldn't. Honestly, I'd rather that I purchased the double Lanius and the boarding drone and lost than purchase, you know, the burst 2 and the hacking at that store and just win. Because that would have been an easy win. But I've seen that FTL run a million times already. What I like about FTL is that there's a whole bunch of different strategies you can use. Some are more effective than others, but a lot of them are good enough to win. Kind of like Spire. I've won with double boarding drone before, I got nothing to prove. That's fair. Those boarding drones did something. Those boarding drones did something. In any event, GG everybody. It was a great run. It's gonna be it for me tonight. Or this afternoon, I guess. I gotta get going here. We'll be back on Saturday with another early noon start, as our usual on Saturdays. Hope to see many of you there. Yeah, tomorrow is the day off, so it won't be a stream tomorrow. But there will be on Saturday, so looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ta-ta for now. See y'all next time. Toodaloo.